It's 3 o'clock in the morning and I don't feel like going to bed tonight, so I am going to do the only logical thing. Make some goddamn brownies. And you know what? I decided I'm just going to go ahead and make a brownie making tutorial because it's very important. It's an important life skill that everybody should know how to make brownies. Now, if you look at the box, you'll see, wait, somewhere on there. Look at it, hold on. Maybe if I just I'm gonna flip the camera around real quick. I don't know why I told you I was gonna do that. So if you look in the box, you'll see right there, wait, right there, that it actually tells you how to make the brownies. But we don't need that, do we? Because we're smart people. So, step one, you gotta go into your fridge and hope that the ingredients are there to actually make the brownies in the first place, because you, of course, aren't gonna keep track of what's in your refrigerator. What are you supposed to be, like somebody who knows what food they own? So as you can see, if you look closely, we got these things. But see, this is tricky because what refrigerators will do sometimes is they'll have more than one of the same product. So then what you do is you gotta take them out, put them on the oven here. Make sure the oven's not on, it's very important. You gotta get the other one too. Yeah. Set that down right there. These are called eggs, by the way. I don't know if I told you. And you gotta look at them. Be like, okay, these ones, there's more of them, so that's a good sign. It means that you got, you know, lots of eggs. Oop. As you can see, they're nice and white eggs, good quality. You can see that they're good quality by the fact there's no visible cracks. A bad quality egg will look something like that. See, it has that crack in it. That means it's not a good egg. So you can see, like, oh, good quality eggs. Look in there. Look at that. More good quality eggs. So then you may ask, well, then what's the difference, right? They're both good quality eggs, so why do you even need to bother? Just pick one at random, right? No. That's where you're wrong, see, okay? Because this is very important. If you take a look in this section right here, you'll see, wrong section, hold on. You'll see, that says January 13th, 2018. And if I'm correct, which I'll need to check on this, but I'm pretty sure, hold on, let me get, here, I got just the, open up your computer, right there, see that? It's like a month after that date that's on the thing, and if it's a month after, it's like a month after that, that means that if you make brownies with those eggs, you could possibly get cancer. So, what you got to do in this situation is, well, first you got to look in the other one and you see how that's later. Like that hasn't happened yet, that day. That one right there. Well, it has, just not this year. So that's how you know that those eggs, you can use those eggs for brownies and you probably won't get cancer. You might from the rest of it, but just like you probably won't get egg cancer, and egg cancer is the worst kind. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take these eggs, because obviously no one can use these, right? Because if anybody uses these, they might die. And you're going to want to put them right back in the refrigerator. Now we got our good eggs. These eggs. Good eggs. Okay. These are good eggs. You're going to need several, I think, depending on how big your pan is. This is my pan. It's pretty blue. And this is actually very important because I don't know if you knew this, but brownies actually taste different depending on the kind of pan we use. And I pre-selected this. I already know which one we're going to do. Like this one's a nice, it has a blue and then a little bit white on the bottom. so that you kind of get, it's more of like a fluffy flavor. When you have that little bit of white and then this blue here, make sure that like the rest of it is very liquid, but not like liquid, like what's the term? Moist. There we go, it's moist. But we could also use, if I can find it, God. This is why you can't live with a roommate, because they always put stuff back where it's supposed to go, and then how are you supposed to know where that is? It's not like you're a helpful living in human. Where is it? It's somewhere. I don't need to find it. It's fine. The point is, it looks different, and if it looks different, that means that it's bad. So we're gonna use this one right here. You gotta find, nope, wait, not looking at the instructions. Of course we're not looking at the instructions. Never forget that if you look at the instructions, then you are a loser. So let me just check not the instructions. And according to not the instructions, the next thing that we're gonna need is some of, get some vegetable oil. Vegetable oil. Where's the freaking vegetable oil? Now, you can actually see here that we have some vegetables. So, these are green beans. And as you know, if stuff is green, that means it's a vegetable. That's why if you ever see the Jolly Green Giant on any of the cans, that's actually what somebody who is brain dead looks like. But we are looking for vegetable oil, which if we need to, we can use this and just kind of like squeeze the oils out, but that's a whole like refining process, which is difficult, and we're going for the easy way to make brownies. So what we need to do is find... Now, trees are actually vegetables, so strictly speaking, this could work, because it's syrup, and you get syrup from tree vegetables. But we're actually not going to use that, just because it doesn't combine well with our blue pan over there. It kind of like crusts it up. So we're actually going to use, yeah, this is the good stuff. Right there. Crisco Pure Vegetable Oil. Not sponsored by Crisco. I mean, unless they want to sponsor me. I'm always I can always use money. I don't know where was that. I don't know where I was going with that. Alright, so anyway. So now you got your ingredients. You got your pan, very important. Vegetable oil, very important. Eggs that we know are good, very important. And then this next part I can't actually show you how to make because it's a secret, super secret family recipe. If you look online, you won't find anything like it, but you can probably find this like a suitable replacement. So this part's not super important for me to tell you because you can just Google and find out how to do it. But you need this pack of brown powder. You need 2 of them. 2 packs of brown powder. And then the final ingredient is somewhere. Hold on. If you look down here, you'll find bowls. Heavy bowls. Oh, right there. Alright. So a very, very important thing to note about these bowls. So first of all, first thing you'll notice, they're different sizes. You got this tiny bowl right here. This is a small bowl. We call this a small bowl. You got this one, which is a larger bowl. This one's called the Rockwell bowl, named, of course, after Frederick von Rockwell, the inventor of this particular size of bowl. You got this one, which is called the Green Lantern bowl, obviously because it is green. And then we have this orange bowl, larger, pretty much like the largest one that we have. Not quite, because we have that one, but we'll get to that one. This one is called the shower bowl, because you can poke holes in it and turn it into a shower head. Little known fact, but that's actually what that bowl was originally designed to do. And then you have your Red Bull. This is called Clifford, obviously named after Clifford the Big Red Bull. That's actually what he was, but then for American consumption, sort of side tangent, but a little history lesson. So Clifford was originally written in Cantonese, which is not a real country anymore because they were destroyed, but that's not actually relevant to this part of the story. But so yeah, it was originally written in Cantonese, and then some writer dude, so quote unquote writer dude, he was just some like unemployed guy. He went to Cantonese and he picked up one of these books and he was like, wow, this is amazing. This is the best literature of any sort that I've ever read in my life. So he stole it without even crediting the original Cantonesian author, and westernized it by changing the Big Red Bull into a Big Red Dog. And it's just like, but like, why, dude? It's such... Anyway, that's sort of besides the point. The point is, we now have the bowl that we are going to use. We got this bowl. And this bowl has flowers on it. It's amazing. It's the best bowl out of all of the bowls. Except for, maybe that one, just because of the history. It's kind of nice. We have this bowl. We're going to put this over here because space is being taken up. So what's special about this bowl is not only is it bigger than all the other bowls, and as we all know, bigger is better, but it's also smaller in terms of thinness than all the other bowls, and as we all know, smaller is better. And it's white, which is always a plus. But it also, it mixes well with the whiteness of the bottom of our pan. We're going to be cooking in that pan. And when you have that kind of symmetry, it brings out the sort of je ne sais quoi, the sort of the deja vu, the faux pas of the brownies. And that's really what you want. When you make brownies, you really want to get all of that Frenchness in them, because that's what makes food taste good. The more French a food is, the better it tastes. But you also don't want to over-French it, because if you over-French your food, then you'll never leave your house. You'll become a couch potato, as they say in France. So anyway, you got your ingredients. You got your eggs, your powder, you got your pan, you got your vegetable oil. Let me clean this up real quick. You got your bowl. Now that you have almost all your ingredients, you got to get one last thing, which actually is already out. It's this measuring cup. That way you can... I'm going to turn that off real quick. Can't waste electricity, folks. Anybody who says that a heater is not a waste of electricity is a liar, because it's generating heat, and you can have that heat by just running around in circles for an hour, and then it's just, you're not even hot anymore. So what's the point of having a heater? Anyway, so you got this measuring cup, and as you can see, it measures 2 cups, which increases the flavor to not having flavor ratio by a factor of at least 7. And that's really what you want. If it was 8, then it wouldn't taste as good. Just I guess that's more subjective. Everything else I say is not, but that's more of, you can kind of have freedom with your choice on that. But anyway, now is one of the most important parts in all of brownie making culture, as it were, like the whole process, the generations, the decades, the centuries old process of creating brownies. This is a very important step. It's the preparation of the brownie itself. The ingredients hardly even matter if you don't do the preparation correctly. So,